Alright, entry plaza, admission, got self-ticketing, restrooms right here in the front. This is the pricing. Alright, so I purchased my pass right here at the kiosk. Zoo opens at 8 a.m., which is really nice. Alright, so before I start walking around, I'm going to go inside the gift shop and see about a hat. We do have restroom locations directly to the right of the gift shop. This is also the zoo exit, so I'll show you the whole, the inside as I leave. Hey everybody, Tommy for Tom's Road Trip, and I'm in Palm Desert, California, and today I'm visiting the Living Desert Zoo and Gardens. This is a huge property that the zoo sits in. Only a very small fraction of it is utilized for the actual zoo and gardens. As you can see, I'm wearing my hat. Hat was pretty pricey. After tax, upping my change, it was $51. That's probably my most expensive hat that I purchased to date, but it helps support the zoo and help the animals, so that's my good deed. Plus it protects my head from the most likely going to be hot day. Not too bad right now. They have a digital map. They're not handing out paper maps anymore. Once I show you the map, I'll decide where I'm going to go. I am looking forward to seeing all the different animals and of course the gardens. Being we are in basically the southwest, just give me a lot of desert style plant life, which I absolutely love, all the cacti and other things. So let's go find a map. Alright, got the welcome center and the map. Alright, so here is the map. The zoo is separated into 3 areas, basically 3 continents. Got Wild Americas, which is going to be North and South America, African Safari, and we got the Australian Adventures. So I'm right here at the main entrance. So I'm going to be checking out the African Safari first, go around, and then I will hit up Wild Americas and then Australian Adventures, and enjoying all of the different gardens along the way. Now if you need to rent a EV scooter or a stroller or wheelchair, you can do that right here at Guest Services. Got these nice misters right here in the front, help cool you down. And here we go, African Safari. First area up is the rhino savanna. This is according to the sign that's there. Not seeing any rhinos yet. Of course, there are staff members in there. The zoo literally just opened, so I'm never surprised early in the morning if not all the animals are out. Where have we got? Banded mongoose. Oh, I do see several of them in there. Oh, there we go,
For a mongoose?
Oh my god, they are so cute.
The mongoose, you can see him?
Lots of space in here for them too.
Snakes? That's why I'm looking for things to eat.
Yeah, digging in the dirt. Yeah, right next door we got dwarf mongoose. I see one of them kind of digging in the dirt. Here we go. See 2 more of them. Oh my gosh, they are adorable. Super cute. Boy, we got naked mole rats. Here we go. Got no fur. Oh, I found the sleeping chamber. No beds, just another soft naked mole rat to sleep on. So all of these chambers have different uses. You got the food, get the sleeping chamber. There'll be an area for relieving themselves, the potties. One there digging. Of course, this is a recreation where all the pipes are behind the scenes, but these animals dig real burrows like this underground. And we saw the mongoose, and they live in similar type of burrows underground. Another area for sleeping or food. Just happening having a nap in there. Yeah, secrets of life underground. Okay, great white pelican and pink-backed pelican. There we go. Even though the one pelican is here in the water, you know, they have access to this entire habitat. So we have some other animals in here also. Oh, I can see some of the others. Oh my God, this is fantastic. Love the design. Yeah, from all the faux rocks. Lots of shade. Benches. Got some information here. Habitat protection helps species. And natural habitats. That's definitely what I am noticing here at this zoo. Much prefer that than, you know, just barren, empty spaces that I have unfortunately seen at some zoos. You have zoo staff over in this portion of the habitat getting it all ready. Everything cleaned up. Any maintenance work they have to do. Got enriching experiences. It just means they do stuff in the actual habitat. Gives the animal stimulation. I can see one of the rhinoceros. Community-based conservation saves species. That is critical, especially in the wild. So this is what's in this habitat. You got the black rhino, the water buck, pink-backed pelicans, and cattle egrets. So black rhinos are critically endangered. Pretty soon the only place you'll be able to see these magnificent animals is going to be zoos like this. And you can see the one pelican there. Now the sign says water buck, but these look more like Thompson's gazelle. It could be they're over here temporarily for some reason. Multiple viewing areas, very large size habitats. We do have restroom locations right near the habitat. And you got the conservation station. And helping natural populations increase. Is just mentioning that. Oh, okay, those are springbok that were in there. Okay. Trying to get you a better view of the black rhinoceros where it's not the hind end. I get enough zebra butts, I don't need rhino butts. Global impact. This is some of the things that this zoo right here is, you know, working on and involved with. Innovative solutions. Wild Nature Institute. Black Mamba Anti-Poaching Unit. Looks like these four ladies aren't going to tolerate any poaching. Because saving species. You know, African painted dogs are gorgeous. See them. Peninsular bighorn sheep. Desert tortoise. Monarch butterflies, black rhino, cheetah, peninsular pronghorn, Mexican wolf, giraffe, and desert pupfish. Now, I've been asked numerous times over the years why I go to zoos, why I like zoos. This is the reason why I love zoos. Some people see zoos as a bad thing. All those animals are locked up, they should be free. Zoos are critical for the survival of so many endangered species. The sad part is, is all these critically endangered species are becoming almost extinct because of humans. Either through habitat loss or, as we saw, more information about poaching. That is the most reprehensible thing that any human being could do, especially for a critically endangered animal, is to needlessly kill it for profit. It's deplorable, and that is part of the big problem facing many of these endangered species on our planet. Because even though science fiction movies will show you differently, but once an animal is extinct, that's it. Game over, they're gone. All you're gonna see is pictures of them. So this is the main reason why I love zoos. I am a huge animal lover, as you might have guessed. I like spreading awareness, showing the different animal species. Many people that watch my channel content aren't able to go to zoos, especially go to all the different places that I've been around the country. I'm very blessed being able to do this. Just my little rant right there. Let's continue. Yeah, Crash Cafe right up here. Not sure if this is gonna be open today. Okay, yeah. This place here is apparently seasonal. Summer break, well, summer's gonna be their busy season, so that's when it'll be open. But there's nice seating here. And you get a fantastic view of all of the giraffe. You got giraffe watchtowers of the savannah. Yeah, so seeing if the cafe is not open, this is a perfect spot to come and look at these magnificent animals. Another one over there. You do have giraffe feeding. This is a giraffe feeding area. Waiting for someone to come and feed you, huh? Some snacks? Oh, there we go. Now, the giraffe are fed daily by zoo staff, so it's not just the handouts that the guests give them. Most zoos give these guys romaine lettuce, but I've also seen a couple different zoos where they use food pellets from little vending machines. You got Giraffe Care and Conservation Center. Animal wellness beyond basic care. Engaging healthcare, it's a team effort. And a team of passionate professionals. Yeah, these are primarily reticulated giraffe.
So we can hand feed them, and we do actually have that available for guests as well from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We aren't able to
How you doing?
as you can see, with speaker right here, the problem being
Like, ooh, going in, oh my gosh.
Tunneling in. I'm gonna open this gate.
Yeah, there we go. I was told this giraffe here is a hybrid mixed between reticulated giraffe and Maasai giraffe. So giraffe habitat is very expansive.
I love their eyelashes.
Involving in communities to stop rhino poaching. So yeah, you teach these kids young. Alright, this is another viewing area for the mixed use. It has the, the black rhino and these cute animals. It's still early, and this is right near the front. I should have time to do a complete rewalk. So if I don't see the animal my first time through, I will hopefully get to see him a little bit later. The viewing area for the giraffe habitat. All sorts of good space, and we got water. So yeah, I love the design of this area. Got the drums going. Nice wide open pathways. Got giraffe. Apparently in with giraffe, we're gonna have ostrich and greater kudu. Speaking of greater kudu, there's one right here on my left. Wow, that's magnificent male right there. Got those twisty horns. Nice white stripes. So all the giraffe are just that way. Yeah, lots and lots of space. There we go. Oh, ostrich is up there above. There we go. Is a female ostrich. And the zoo does have various animal encounters. So I'm assuming this group of people here is for the rhino encounter. Alright, continuing on. Yeah, it's the goat yard. Gonna see where the entrance area is. One of the pathways hopefully leads up to this. Another view of the ostrich. Kind of walking the perimeter. This is all a mixed animal habitat for the greater kudu ostrich and giraffe. Alright, we got Cape porcupine. Oh, I like this habitat. Oh my god, there it is. There we go. Okay. One of the zoo staff just went by on one of the golf carts. That's why it's right by the doorway. Usually first thing in the morning is when they're going to be feeding all the animals. So all the animals are expecting it. You know, they got to make their way around to all the different habitats around the property. Yeah, oh man, all excited. It's like, oh boy, mealtime, mealtime. Except we got warthog. And all the warthogs were just let outside. Yep, you see the habitat's all ready for them. See, doorway closes. See, they have their morning snack. Looks like they are munching on some Timothy hay. Type of hay you can buy in many different pet stores. Wow, they got a nice herd here. Pretty cool looking pigs. Or hogs. Or Mr. Pig. Nice ladies in there too. So I asked the zoo staff that's on the other side habitat for these guys, and this is actually Bermuda grass, not Timothy hay. So this is in fact their breakfast. You will get a midday meal of some fruits, and for dinner to get some veggies. So they have a nice well-balanced meal. You know, well-balanced diet throughout the day. Alright, pathway brings us to Village WaTuTu. Alright, Village WaTuTu, a brief history. Alright, just right past that, you do have restroom locations on the right-hand side. And directly to the left of the restroom locations, you got a busy and ground hornbill. Wow, this is cool habitat. Good size habitat for the bird. Right, possible that it might be in its evening habitat or just a little further back. So I will check back a little bit later on my rewalk. I mean, the bird could literally be on the side of the rocks there. District Commissioner's residence. Yeah, of course, is a recreation. Alright, so it is not open. But from inside you get another view of the abyssin ground hornbill habitat. Not sure if this will be open today. I'm assuming this is going to be a low attendance day. Yeah, striped hyenas, true desert dwellers. Oh, there's the striped hyena. Walking around towards the back. Yeah, sure habitat goes around. I actually really like hyenas. They are very cool looking animals. Other side of the habitat. There we go. And it was the spotted hyenas that you would probably recognize from the Lion King movies. Hyenas, fact or fiction? Hyenas, nocturnal hunters. Hyena family. And get some nice water. Striped hyenas, true desert dwellers. Striped hyenas is solitary but social. So that's why this hyena is in here by itself. Yeah, so I like the design of this area. The recreation of the huts. More habitats around this direction. Another one of their eating areas. Looks like this is one of the areas where they will do animal presentations. We got dromedary camel, or one hump camel. The camel habitat. Got some seating over here. Here we go. So back-turn camels are usually a little bit larger than the dromedary camels. Alright, African spurred tortoise. Habitat here. Oh, they're right in the back there. Yeah, they're both inside there. Of course, many of you know I have one of these types of tortoises at home named Sheldon. Sheldon usually lives in my backyard. I have a large fenced-in backyard. Of course, while I'm on my road trip, Sheldon is residing in my front yard. That is also fenced in. Makes it easier for my mother to take care of him and give him his daily meals. There we got some addax. This is the addax habitat. It goes behind the camel habitat. Yeah, there we go. Addax are over by the camels. Got one standing there. Other one chilling out on the ground. You got thorn tree grill sitting outside. Not sure if this is open. Alright, just answers my question. This is seasonally operated as well. So Safari Soft Serve, which is in this building right here, also seasonal. Got the ancient history of trading. Alright, here we go. Jenkins Family Petting Kraal. Got domestic livestock and wildlife, a delicate balance. And of course, domestic livestock in North Africa and North America. And rare breeds, why should we conserve them? Alright, inside the goat yard. So we got Nigerian dwarf goats, which are the smaller ones. And then the larger goat are boar goat. So the goats have their little area in the back here. That's their timeout spot. Yeah, I can see the boar goat. So they go back there when they've had enough petting. See, this one came right out. Hi! Yeah, so goats get to choose if they want to interact with the guest or not, which is nice. Yeah, it's a smart goat there, hanging out on the bench, getting pets.
Oh, no, no.
Oh, yeah.
Just to the
The Horn of Africa, a mosaic of culture. The Turkana, people of the lake. The Samburu, cousins of the Maasai. You got the Rendille, friends of the Samburu. And the Somalis, people of the camels. Yeah, so I like the goat yard. You got this covered area here with some seating. Get out of the sunlight. Alright, back outside of the petting yard. So stuff your kids would enjoy. A couple more animal habitats. Got weaver birds and their relatives. Over 80 different species in Kenya alone. Ah, there we go. Yes, these are all weavers. Got weaver nests, all sizes and shapes. And who's minding the nest? Alright, right near the weaver birds, which is right next to the goat yard, do have restroom locations. I'm going to go in and wash my hands since I got to pet the goats. Alright, African safari section continuing on. Alright, cheetah. Alright, this is one of the many viewing areas you'll have for the cheetah. You can see people along that way. They have the moat that goes around. The fall of the top predator. It's the approximate historic cheetah range pre-1900s. And then the orange is the approximate present cheetah range, which is really pathetic. Living desert and cheetah conservation. Alright, so I saw another map that I'd show it to you. I'm right over by Village WaTuTu. You're going around the pathway. Still some more to see over here before I move over to Wild Americas. Follow the pathways. See, most of the animals are on the outer perimeter. Goes through the different loops. Hopefully I'll find some sort of eatery that is open so I can see about getting a drink. I got Cape Porcupine. Wow, got a fantastic view of the Cape Porcupine. Man, look at those quills. I love the habitat also. Alright, another viewing area for the cheetah. Oh, I do see the cheetahs. There we go. Hanging out in the shade. Yeah, just chilling out. Hanging out in the shade for now. But yeah, lots of space to move around. Lots of rocks and crevices and some shady spots. There we got Hartman's mountain zebra, cliff springer, and marabou stork. There's a zebra. And Kurt's gonna have one of them showing his hiney. Oh, 1 out of 3 is not bad. Oh, there we go, turning around. Cute little cliff springer. Yeah, they're really cute. Marabou stork hanging out in the shade. Yep, definitely love the zebras. You see, the Hartman's mountain zebra do not have stripes that go all the way underneath their bodies. They have white bellies. So stripes only go around their legs and their upper portion. And it goes all the way around on their neck. Memory of Conrad. Yeah, I'm sure the other zebras miss Conrad. But the loss of an animal is devastating, especially to the keepers that interact with these animals on a daily basis. It's like losing a pet at home. Anyone that has lost a beloved animal after, that's been a part of their life, you know how devastating it is. Like this. Got the cool crown crane sculptures. You got a wild bunny rabbit. There you go. In this habitat, we're going to see some bat-eared fox, Cape rock hyrax, and leopard tortoise. Our leopard tortoise is inside of this little cave. The rock hyrax is right inside the hollow log. Another one of the tortoises. Only one in this habitat I have not seen is the bat-eared fox. Lots of spots it could be in. Could also be in its nighttime habitat. Oh, this is nice. Got this cheetah sculpture. And you can see where it's all shiny. That's when people, you know, put their hands on it. This is the far end of the cheetah habitat. And both of them are around that side there. It's interesting. Sausage tree. That's this tree right here. Got another multi-species habitat. Got slender horn gazelle, Adra gazelle, yellow-billed stork, and African spurred tortoise. And human wildlife coexistence, that's imperative. So I really like the mixed-use habitats. Got all the different types of animals in here. You know, clip springers. Got a couple of them in here. And of course, the tortoise could be pretty much anywhere in here. Got to see one of the, or two of them earlier. And you got springbok. Now, even though there's no sign here, this the Abyssinian ground hornbill. I believe this is the bird that was listed on the habitat earlier, and I didn't get to see the bird. So I don't see the springbok at the moment. Of course, I'll be doing a rewalk. See anything I miss first thing. Hope I'll see him on my rewalk. African painted dog. There they are. Oh my God, they are such pretty doggies. Others in the other yard. Got zoo staff checking on them. Such pretty, but yeah, nice size habitat. Other viewing area. I got this nice bird aviary. Got northern bald ibis, von der Decker's hornbill, Hadada ibis, and spur-winged lapwing. Quite a few of the northern bald ibis. Oh, there's the lapwing down below. Cool looking. Making some interesting noises. The Hadada ibis. That's the one's right there. Alright, only one I'm not currently seeing is the von der Decker's hornbill. Making noise sounds like a cat. Get some other birdies in there also. There's some wild birds they're able to squeeze in through the netting. The birds that are supposed to be in here are too large to fit out. So they'll come in and take advantage of the free meal. Here we go. Another viewing area.
Oh, right there. Yeah.
Such pretty bow wow doggies.
They do.
Names from the lower viewing area. Get two more. It's like cleaning each other. Yeah, really good sized habitat. You've got water, lots of shade. Yes, I wonder if these animals would be excited for, you know, toys. Yeah, there's another view of the two that are down there. See, now they're all excited because they see the zoo staff. So I asked them if they play with any dog toys. Like, no, just with each other. I'm like, well, that's good. That's good. Got to have fun. Run around chasing each other. Oh, look at that. African painted dog sculptures. Got the family. Another one. Another view of the painted dog habitat. Right. Look at the Desert Carnivore Conservation Center. Might see black-footed cat, sand cat, or fennec fox. So this is also a mixed-use habitat. But these three animals are in here separately. They're not in there at the same time.
Yeah.
And then right now is a sand cat. Super, super cute. Looks almost the size of a house cat. Just has a very large head. Very large head for a little body. So perhaps it'd be one of the animals out a little bit later on my walk. So native animals you may see. I actually got to see one of the desert cottontail rabbit. But you got lizards, you got other birds. Ground squirrel, saw a squirrely running by. Got meerkat and Madagascar garden this way. Habitat over here is currently blocked off. That typically happens when they get new animals to the zoo. They want the animals to become acclimated to their habitat first before it's open to the general public. Kids will usually be, can be loud, and the animals will get really stressed out if they're not used to their habitat first. Alright, this is the area that I'm in now. I believe that's the front of the zoo. Got the Animal Care and Nutrition Center. So they make all of the meals for all of the animals in the zoo. Yeah, this is the African safari because that's the pathway that I took. So back up here, more information about the Animal Care and Nutrition Center. On the door they have what's on the menu. This is just what some of the animals in here eat. And this section is going to be for animals that are under veterinary care. Sometimes new animals have to be in quarantine first before they are put in the habitat with other animals of their species. So that would also be done here. So since this is the exit area, all this loops back around to the front. So I'm going to backtrack to where I was over by the African painted dog and continue around that way. But this is the Madagascar garden. And the animals of Madagascar, special species in a special place. So yeah, all of these plants that are here are from Madagascar. And a lot of the critters that are in Madagascar are only found there. And in zoos, of course, but native wildlife. And there's signs letting you know what all of the different plants and trees are. Now, just because you are inside of a zoo doesn't mean you should not be aware of your surroundings. There could be some snakes, wild snakes, that could be on the pathways. So it's always a good idea anytime you are on walking trails like this, especially out in, if you're visiting one of the many desert parks, just be cautious where you step. That's how this garden was built. And I love all of the different cactuses. The southwestern United States. We got the plants of Madagascar. Another wild bunny rabbit. Alright, so the Madagascar trail takes me back right over here to where I was, so I don't have to backtrack. African painted dogs are directly to the right. Got aloes, Africa's beautiful succulents. There we go, found the map again. So I am basically right in this area right here, looks like. So I'll continue following this outer pathway over to Wild Americas. All right, we got Arabian oryx. Here we are. We got lots of space also. Got those long straight horns. We got Spex's gazelle. Here's the gazelle habitat. Oh, okay, there we go. Turn the back. Further in the back. Got one up on the rocks. There we go. Sorry, the sun is directly in my face. Other one down below. Alright, so from these two habitats, go over to this area. I believe this is a transition between Africa and the Americas section. Got Bighorn Cafe. Looks like they are open because I see a Dippin' Dots sign out there. Alright, gonna go in there and see what they got. Alright, you can make your own salad. You got pizza and kids menu, beverages. You got ices and beer and wine. You got baked goods and ice cream. Smoothies, ices, fountain drinks, smoothie bowls, and specialty drinks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a refillable drink bottle. Alright, there we go. Refills are $3.99. Just $7.99 to begin with. Alright, just right next to Bighorn Cafe, you got the Oasis splash pad. Alright, since there are people in there, I'm just going to show you briefly on the outside. Just stuff the kids are playing. Apparently the adults also. And Bighorn Cafe opened up just this past month. So all brand new. Alright, this is the area that I'm in now. Nice mountain. Imagine some animals climbing up there. Alright, so up this pathway is the Australian section. I will come to that as I loop around. Get this right here. I was just talking about that would be cool to see animals up on this habitat here, and they are. This is bighorn sheep. Alright, desert bighorn sheep. So yeah, when I mentioned earlier that it'd be cool to see some animals up here, I didn't realize this was an actual animal habitat. So let me come back and get a better view of them. Perfect habitat for these animals. So this is the inside. This is geared towards the kids. Luckily all the kids are over in the splash pad, so I'm not got to worry about that. Makes things easier. So yeah, educational stuff for the kids, which is nice. Plus it's air conditioned. Got some books. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, some ancient animals. Got a horse head, short-faced bear, bison. Then you got an American lion. Camel. And just around towards the back of the education center, you got resting locations. Look at this cool gecko. We got Spencer Boyd's Gecko Gulch. This is also behind the center and just past the restrooms. This is the interactive play area for the kids. Of course, this place is void of anybody because, again, they're all over in the splash pad area. Usually anytime I go someplace and it is a kid-specific area, I will ask the parents, you know, that are there with their children if they mind if I film the spot real quick. And usually they say, yeah, that's fine. But I do respect everybody's privacy. Got a dino dig. Kids can dig up bones. Lots more interactive stuff. Alright, so in addition to the maps, you got arrows pointing in different areas of the zoo. So I did Africa, so now I'm in North America. So continuing down this pathway, this is all the North American area. Again, the sheep that are in this big mountain habitat right here. Got more of the cactus plants. And they have benches all throughout, so there's plenty of places to sit and relax for a little bit. More of this habitat. And they will climb all the way up there. Those animals are designed for this type of habitat. They also have some hiking trails that go in the back. If this was the only attraction I was doing, I'd say yeah, I'd go for it, but I don't want to exhaust myself any more than I have been. Starting to feel my age, you know? More information here about desert bighorn. And of course the horns. How they grow. A bighorn sheep in the Santa Rosa Mountains. An arc of the bighorn sheep. All the different varieties. We have a bee garden. And I've actually heard some bees buzzing around. So bee garden is going to be something that has a lot of flowers. See how the sun bleaches these signs. Says the map. I mean, even though it's sun bleached, you can still basically see where I'm at. Got Melodies merry-go-round, $3 per ride. This is a very nice carousel. I really like the zoo carousels because it has all the different zoo animals as opposed to the more standard carousel that I typically see at amusement parks, being all horses. And they're running it for me. Can't imagine all the happy children and adults on these. That would be a zebra. Got the bench there. You have all the different animals. Oh man, fun, fun, fun. Right near the carousel, you got some more seating, some of it in shade. You got the Desert Plant Conservation Center. Oh yeah. All of the different cactuses and plants that you will find native to these areas. You know, driving through Arizona and New Mexico, even portions of Texas and of course Nevada, all going to have desert areas and this type of plants that you will see. So it looks like they're actually growing these. You can see they're doing some potting. You know, wildlife trafficking. Let's try to show everybody all the signage because knowledge is power. So this place actually helps with habitat restoration. Yeah, so all these plants that they are growing in here will be put to use in different areas. We got native plant propagation. So while animal conservation is paramount, stuff like this is also very important. More information on signs outside, the planted pollinators, and desert preservation. And you should plant native plants. Like a peninsular pronghorn. Hi. It's a cute animal. And you got new fawns. Oh, there's the fawns right there underneath the tree. Well, Mom. There we go. But yeah, cute animals. There we go, the deserts of North America. Yeah, all this area, North American section, has all the animals that are native to this portion of the country. You know, a lot of the native plant life also. Got some arrows again. So I did Africa. I'll be heading to Australia after this. Got Coyote and Eagle Canyon down this way. Next thing we're going to get to see is white-nosed coati. And they're social and adaptable. And playful and gregarious. Very nice habitat. Ooh, I do see one of them kind of meandering around back there. There we go. There we go. A couple buzzy bees flying around. There we go. Oh yeah, super, super cute. Information about the Chihuahuan Desert. Yeah, there we go, all the cactuses. So lots of this type of environment on my drive getting to the California. Alright, showing the map again. I am going to be heading up into this little area up above. Eagle Canyon. And then I'll see what's down in this area. And following the pathway around to Australian Adventures. We got Mexican wolf, mountain lion, and golden eagle this direction. Excited for all three of them. So this is nice. This area has a little more shade, more vegetation. It's not the desert look of the earlier portions that I showed you. We do have vending machines here. Alright, we got golden eagle. And then there you got bald eagle. So both eagles are in this habitat. There we go. Usually when you see an eagle in a zoo, especially bald eagles and golden eagles, they're here because they're injured and not able to live on their own out in the wild. So they get to come to places like this and become ambassadors to their species. Here's the golden eagle. There we go. Hopefully it shows up okay. You know, looking through the mesh. Alright, we got the Halden family's Eagle Canyon. Do you have resting locations right in front of the Eagle Canyon entrance? Got several different arthropods here. Got desert tarantula. Oh, that's a cute tarantula. Look at that. American cockroach. Now these are the yucky cockroaches that you do not want to have in your house. Got blue death fainting beetle. So there's several of them in there. Very aptly named. We got Mexican red-knee tarantula. Oh wow, yeah. We got Mexican boa constrictor.
Well, let's go through and come back up this way.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at this snake.
Now we're gonna lair snake. Oh, this is a nice habitat. Let's see. Oh, wherever the snake is, he's hiding. Somewhere in here, not currently seeing the snake though. The animal world is diverse. It definitely is. And the rich experiences make the best day ever.
Yeah, just a snake though. Snakes.
Have you met Rose and Sage, our resident mountain lions? Not yet, but I hope to. Not up close and personal, of course. I don't want to be eaten. We got a striped skunk. This skunk's evening, or outdoor habitat rather. The skunk is inside sleeping. Got the cool stripe. Like Pepe Le Pew. Looks like additional striped skunk habitat. Alright, we got mountain lion. And currently protected in California. And the largest purring cat. Here's one of the viewing areas. Yeah, I have seen YouTube videos where the mountain lions purr. Extremely cute. Alright, got this nice viewing area. Got these very thin cables. Mountain lion, a cat of many names. Oh, there we go. Now I see the mountain lion. There's a pretty kitty. Hi, pretty kitty! There we go. Hoping the kitty cat moves around closer. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hi, meow. Hi, kitty cat. I bet you can take a nap. Very, very pretty cat. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. How you doing? Oh yeah. Hey, pretty baby. How are you? I got predators and their prey. Got North American porcupine. Saw the African crested porcupine earlier. So these type of porcupines are smaller in size. And plus, you like to climb trees. So porcupine is just out of view. Most likely going to be on this left-hand side behind all that stuff. So I will check back later. Perhaps get to see them. And they got dens. When is in a more private world? Yes, this is where they would go, you know, of course in the wild their den would be more natural. Got bobcat. The adaptive wildcat. Says this animal is currently off habitat. Then they have this on the side in memory of Crawler. That was their resident bobcat. So 2025, recently passed away. And caracals and bobcats. Close related cats from different continents. Got island fox. Alright, island fox habitat. See, kitty cat's gonna be, or fox is gonna be sleeping in here somewhere, just out of view. So again, I will check back on my rewalk. Alright, I can barely see him right back there. I can see an ear sticking up. We got kit fox. agile desert predator. Right, kit fox habitat. Oh, where'd it go? Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetie. I was just about to say, oh, I don't see the kit fox, and bam! Comes running out. Yeah, hi, sweetie. Oh my God, so cute. So cute. Absolutely adorable little fox. Foxy.